Hello, and welcome to KnitInSweatpants. My name is Allie, and I'm wearing sweatshorts again because it is hot, so hot. Summer is upon us, at least here in Southern California where I am. Summer is very much upon us. If you have been here before, hello, and if you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy. I have been overwhelmed by the amount of new friends who have come and checked out my videos and subscribed and left wonderful comments. It's unbelievable and nothing I anticipated happening. So thank you guys all so much for just taking time out of your day to check out my content and say nice things, and also thank you Martina for all your overly kind words. I was in complete shock the entire time I was watching your latest video. You just said the absolute nicest things, and I'm so glad that I got to connect with you and we got to do a yarn swap. And so at the end of this video, I do plan on showing the wonderful yarns that she sent me, because I'm so excited to play with them and work with them. So that being said, oh, this blanket looks like a mess. I should have made my couch. That being said, let's get into it. The only knitwear that I'm wearing today is a ripple bralette. Is this weird? I am wearing the ripple bralette by Jessie Made Designs in the DK version. That's the only version I've made so far. I have both patterns, but I've only made the DK one. I made the third size, and this one actually is crossed in the back, so that's kind of fun. And I used Lion Brand Touch of Linen in the terracotta colorway, which I hope that they're not discontinuing, because I really enjoyed working with that yarn, and it's always sold out on their website. So yeah, but it softened so much when I washed and I dried it, because I wash and dry all of my knitwear. But yeah, it's beautiful. I was gonna say I want to get my hands on more of it, but I have so much yarn, so if it's not being discontinued, hopefully one day I will get my hands on more of it. So let's get into the normal podcast. For those who may not know, I follow the typical podcasting format. So I start with what I'm wearing, finished objects, works in progress. I'm adding a new segment for gift knitting because I have started my gift knitting for Christmas. So friends, family, people who I normally exchange gifts with, if you even suspect that maybe you might be getting something, when we get to that part, I will put a timestamp, and I would like for you all to please skip until that timestamp, because I want to be able to talk about what I'm gift knitting without giving it away for you. So yes, so we'll get into my finished objects now. My first finished object I don't have because I gifted them, but I will put a picture here. And they were birthday socks for my mom. They were just vanilla socks in 3x1 rib. I really like 3x1 rib. And oh, they weren't just vanilla socks actually. I followed the Morsel heel construction by Knitting Traditions. So that's right, because I wanted her to experience like a new heel, because her and I always do the German short row heel construction. So that's right, I followed the heel construction for the Morsel sock pattern in a 3x1 rib. I'm looking at my notes, sorry. I used Universal Yarns Bamboo Pop Sock in, I think it was called Florals, because it was written twice on the label, but it was like purple stripes. And that yarn is 37% cotton, 55% bamboo, and 8% PBT. I knit them on 2.5 millimeter needles, which is what I knit all of my fingering weight socks on. I think she liked them. She did mention they might be like a touch too small, which is a shame, but I'll check back in with her and see how they're fitting. Also, I ran out of the purple striped yarn. I was kind of knitting them like 2 at a time. I had one on its own set of needles, and I was pulling from the inside and the outside of the yarn ball. And so that's how I did it basically until I ran out of purple. And then I finished the toe with, again, Bamboo Pop sock yarn in just a white. So yes, those were my mom's birthday socks. My next and last in this section that I have a finished object in gifting. My last finished object is another pair of socks. And these socks are for me, which is very exciting. So they're just a vanilla sock with a German short row heel, which is my go-to. So these are in the Regia cotton sock in their apple colorway. Here's my other one, so you know they're done. It is 75% cotton, 18% nylon, and 10% polyester. I have used a few different Regia cotton socks in, they call it like their Tutti Frutti range. And I've used 3 other colorways. This is the first one I made for myself, so that's really exciting. But yeah, I just really like it. There's something about it that I really, really like. So socks for me, I debated, okay, the reason that these socks came about was because, and the reason that this episode is a week later than I normally would want to put it up, is because I think I may have slightly kind of sort of maybe lost my knitting mojo ever so slightly. And this was my desperate act to get it back. I was like, pick a sock yarn that is screaming to you, make it self-striping, and see if it helps, because usually it does. And it did, so yay. I was debating between making it a shorty pair or my normal 10 centimeter leg. I really, really, really want to make myself a shorty pair because I walk my dog 2 to 3 times a day because he refuses to go to the bathroom anywhere but on a walk. We're working on it. So I really want some me-made shorty socks to wear while I'm walking him. So yeah, hopefully I get on that soon, because those would actually be useful now that it's 93 degrees every day. Okay, that is it for now. For my finished objects, I do have one half finished object though that I will go into now. So this is my half finished object. How this just screams like 90s movie theater carpeting, doesn't it? I love it. So I actually mentioned in the last podcast that I did, because this yarn was an acquisition, that I would probably treat myself to a pair of socks. Little did I know I'd be treating myself to 2 pairs of socks, but yes, these are the Blueberry Waffle Socks, which is a free pattern, and I am knitting it in the Trailhead Yarns sock base, which is a mix between cotton and nylon. And I think I forgot to write these socks in my notes, but I think that this colorway is called Where Did That Come From? Yeah, so I have one sock done, and I have my other one. How do I show this? There's the heel. I have my other one well on the way. I just have to finish out the foot, and that'll be that. I will say I'm used to sock yarn that has some type of like elasticity to it. All the sock yarn that I have used has that. This does not. This is just cotton and nylon. There's no, I mean, there might be like the tiniest bit of bounce, but there's no real stretch. So it's very, very different from the sock knitting that I'm used to, which means it's like a little bit harder on my hands. Like they start to feel tired and sore a lot quicker working with this yarn than my stretchy sock yarn. So I don't know, but my friend, when I sent her a picture of these, my friend called them the Fruity Pebble socks, and so that's kind of how I refer to them in my head now. They're my Fruity Pebble socks. Alrighty, on to the next. Let's see here. Okay, my next, I feel kind of bad because most of this I've already shown on videos, so I hope that it's not boring to just see the same projects practically, but here we are. So my next project is my modified Road Tripper tee by Ozetta. I am knitting it in Drops Boomel Lin in the colorway 05, which is just like a nice kind of like woody brown color. This is 53% cotton and 47% linen. I am knitting the second size, which is typically probably one size smaller than I would knit for myself. But that is because this yarn is thicker than the recommended yarn, so I've also gone up a needle size. I have finished the body, and I did a knitted down hem, which I am super not skeptical about because I know that they look beautiful, but maybe I did something wrong because I feel like it has made the whole garment look like a little waist dress, and this just flips up, which Sophie, the Knit Pearl girl, responded to my story about this, and I was absolutely starstruck and fangirling that she did. And she said that it would come out fine after it's washed and blocked, so I trust the knitting queen. But yes, I put these beautiful handmade applewood buttons on that I got from Etsy. I've tried it on and it's very, very cute, and I think it will be really practical for fall and winter again because I walk my dog 2 to 3 times a day, and so it's nice to have mid-weight layering pieces. So I'm still very excited about this. I have started the first sleeve. I don't want them to be like balloon sleeves or anything. So I sort of scoured my other patterns to see if I could find one that had the same stitch count to look for a decrease rate. And I did find a couple, but when I tried this on, I have like a bigger upper arm circumference, I think, to like the rest of my proportions. So when I tried this on, the sleeve was actually, there was only maybe like a centimeter of positive ease. So I think what I might do is go down to the elbow and then start an arm decrease, which I have done before. And it does have the tendency to kind of make like a angle, you know, when you do it. Which the other time I've done it, that sweater sort of does have an angle, but when it's on my body, you can't really see it. So, I mean, I might try it, and worst comes to worst, I don't like it and I rip it out. Or more likely, my boyfriend rips it out for me. Alrighty, so that's that one. My next one is my, oh, don't do that. My next one is my dun, 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 Cumulus tee. Again, it might not look like I've made a whole lot of progress on this, but I've probably done like 10 centimeters, which for fingering weight and 3mm needles feels like a big accomplishment. So I am using the vegan yarn fingering base in the Soot Sprites colorway, which is a black, but it has a lot of beautiful nuances in it. So this yarn is 51% organic cotton, which we love organic cotton, and 49% bamboo. And I love it. I think it's really nice. It's really delicate. It's fun to work on. I have probably honestly about 10 more centimeters in the body to go, and then I want to try to make them 3/4 length sleeves, but we'll see. If it ends up being a short sleeve top, you know, similar to these short sleeves, that's probably fine. So I didn't write on here what size I'm making. I am a mess. Let's see. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, I'm making the 4th size, which is typically one size bigger than I think I would make for myself, but I actually tried it on and I really like the amount of ease that it has, so win. Okay, is this my last? No, it is not. Okay, my second to last work in progress. It is the sweater number 13 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I am working it in Silk City Fibers Cotton Bamboo in the Sand colorway, which is 51% cotton and 49% bamboo. I am making the 2nd size, and I did a slightly modified neck. The neck in the pattern is this big turtleneck, but since this is for a family friend of mine as a graduating high school going to college present, I worked with her mom on kind of what she would like, and we settled on a mock neck. So this isn't exactly a mock neck, you know, it could stand up to about here, but the way I wear mine is I fold this in, so it does create like a double folded mock neck. So this has been really fun to work on. It's super, super soft. And yeah, I think I'm nearly done with the body. Then I'm on to the sleeves. We'll see. Oh gosh, we'll see if I have enough yarn. If I don't, whatever, I have to order more, but there's just something so satisfying about making a project from stash and having that stash be exactly what you need to finish the project. So I don't know, we'll see. I normally, when I think that I don't have enough yarn, before I'm anywhere near needing more, I order more. And this time I'm trying not to do that. This time I'm trying to wait until I run out of this cone to order more, because Yeah, I always order more prematurely and then I'm stuck with this duplicate yarn that was already in my stash that I wanted to get rid of, which is why I did a stash project. So we're gonna wait, we're gonna be calm, we're gonna be cool, we're gonna be collected. It's just yarn. It'll be fine. It will be fine. So my last work in progress is another pair of socks, which I only just started last night, so there's not much to show. But these are going to be for my and my boyfriend's real estate agent, which I don't want to say too much, but needless to say, anytime between today and the near future, we could either be getting really, really, really exciting news or some pretty disappointing news. But she just does so much work for us and is really on our team. And so whenever we do get a house, and whatever house it might be, wherever, whenever, I want to gift her these because I really, really, I like her a lot. So here they are. They're so cute. These are worked in Universal Yarns Bamboo Pop Sock Solids in, oh boy, I didn't write the colors, like the cream white and the tan colorway. It is 37% cotton, 55% bamboo, and 8% PBT. I did a 1x1 cuff, and I'm doing a 3x1 leg. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a short row heel or the Morsel heel. Because if I do a short row heel, I'm going to leave the whole body of the sock tan and go back to white for the toe. But if I do the Morsel sock, I'm going to do white for the cuff, heel, and toe. So it just sort of depends on how I feel. Neither one is necessarily easier than the other heel construction wise. They're both very easy to do once you understand them and can kind of have memorized them. But the German short row heel just comes to me a bit easier because it's the first one I ever did, and so yes. And she has a little 2-year-old daughter, so if I have time, I really, really want to make little matching toddler socks for her daughter because I think she would appreciate that so much. So real estate agent socks, which I felt a little bit creepy about because it's like, you know, we went to tour a house and I was like sneakily trying to take a peek at her at her feet to see what size they were, and I think I figured it out. And by that I mean I think she's like the same size as my mom. I didn't like look at her, whatever. Okay, friends, family, we are on to the gift knitting section. There will be a timestamp down here, so go ahead and pause and skip over to that timestamp so that nothing is spoiled for anybody. Thank you, I love you, goodbye. Okay, now that they're gone, we can talk about gift knitting. So I actually have finished, ooh, let me get a sock blocker. 1 second. Let me just put these bad boys on a sock blocker. But I guess I can talk about them while I'm doing that. So these are house socks that I have talked about in a previous episode, and I loosely based them off of the Petite Knit Sunday socks. And by that I mean I just used the stitch count. I did a different heel, I did a different ribbing, you know, I did a 3x1 because because I love 3x1 apparently. Here's the other one. They look so funny. Not on a sock blocker. So for these I used a cone from Color Mart, which is 75% cotton and 25% nylon. So again, no stretch, but the nylon I'm hoping will give the cotton content enough rebound to make good socks. So this is a heavy DK light worsted yarn. So it's thick. I used 3mm needles. No, hold on. 4mm? Where is it? 4mm needles. I used 4mm needles for this bad boy. And so they worked up so quickly. This was a nice palette cleansing project, let me tell you. And so I think these are going to be for my boyfriend's mom for Christmas. And I'm going to make my boyfriend's dad matching socks, but his will be like, you know, considerably bigger. So I started with the smaller socks because her feet are around the same size as mine. So I knew it really wouldn't take that long to work them up and test them out. And so now I can get started on his. My last thing I'm going to talk about is a gift for my boyfriend. His birthday is in September. Our anniversary is December 1st, and then Christmas is obviously, you know, late December. So I have no idea when these will be getting gifted to him. I usually can't hold out, but we'll see. So here they are. These are the Minecraft socks, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and he loves playing Minecraft. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, perfect. I am working them in the vegan yarn sock base, which is 55% bamboo, 24% cotton, and 21% elastic. The colorway is called Fern. I don't think they have this colorway anymore, but keep an eye out because vegan yarn always comes out with stunning, stunning, stunning colorways. So, yep, again, 2.5mm needles. I'm doing the Morsel heel by Knitting Traditions because it is his preferred heel. He likes how it fits him better than a German short row heel, so whenever I make him socks, that's the heel that I use. So yeah, that's that. So now we're on to acquisitions. And I have the most wonderful and most exciting acquisition that I've ever had in my entire life. So there's gonna be a little bit of crinkling, bear with me. I'm just gonna try to get it all out. So as I mentioned before, and as many of you know, because many of you came from Martina's channel, We Grow Wild, her wild knitting podcast, we ended up doing a yarn swap. I had yarn in my stash that I didn't really know what to do with. I loved it, but I had kind of used it a few times, and I knew that she was sort of in, you know, starting to explore plant yarns. And so I messaged her one day just asking if she would like to receive some yarn from me. And she was like, yes, absolutely. And she was like, we could make it a yarn swap. I could not believe that she wanted to do a yarn swap with me. My intention was completely just to shower her with this yarn. And when she wanted to send me stuff in return, I was speechless. So yes, thank you again, Martina. Thank you. The international shipping process was a little bit stressful, I have to say. I was checking my little USPS tracking number every single day, and at one point they weren't able to deliver it to her address, so they just sent it back to a post office. They didn't specify which post office, just a post office in Italy. I was like, well, it's gone forever. It's lost, it's done for. But no, thankfully she was able to find it. And I have to say, it was the craziest experience, Martina, seeing you holding the yarn that I had here in my house. Like, it was very surreal. But yes, now I'm going to talk about the lovely things that she sent me, because I'm so excited. So she asked me if I had any Italian or European yarn that I was interested in trying. And I told her, oh, I don't know where my notes are. I told her, here we go, that I was really interested in the, yes, Borgo de Pazzi Giza yarn that she talks about, which is 100% Egyptian cotton. She wrote me cute, lovely little notes. So I asked if I could try some of that, because she talks about how much she loves it and how soft it is. And guys, she was not kidding by how soft this is. It is so soft. So she sent me two in, I think, just the normal color, and then she sent me one that she dyed with avocado and onion skins. It's the most beautiful, like, peach color. So I'm thinking what I might do is try with these two my own plant dyeing experiment, which I've never ever done before. But I think, oh, it's just so soft. I think that this would make such a nice beanie. And my thinking is, if I can kind of do like a color gradient somehow and make it like a color block or striped beanie, it would be so cute. So this is the first thing she sent me, which is, I actually wasn't home when this got delivered, so I FaceTimed my mom and asked her to open it for me so I could see. And the second she touched it, she was like, oh, it's so soft. And I was like, I can't wait. So yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. The next thing, what do I want to talk about next? The next thing was this, which is super exciting to me. This is a cone of 100% linen yarn from, right, it is in Italian, and she says it so beautifully in her videos, Campolmi Roberto Filati. Yes. And I don't know what I want to do with this yet, but it has, I love linen. I just love the feeling of it. I'm so excited. My thinking for this might be some kind of homeware. Like, I wonder if I could use it to crochet like an oven mitt or something, because it feels so sturdy that I think if I could get it to be a dense fabric, that it would work really, really well. So I don't know. What are you thoughts, comments, concerns? Let me know. Okay, the next thing that she sent me was another thing that I asked for, because I've already talked about how much I love it, and I could not believe it when I opened it. I actually already had, oh, I'll show you. It's the Regia cotton sock yarn in the Tutti Frutti range. Now, I've already knit a pair of socks with this colorway, but it was for a family friend, and I was so sad because I didn't have enough to make myself a pair of full leg socks. I can probably make a pair of shorties with what I have left, but not, you know, a tall sock. And so when I saw this, I was so excited because now I have enough for shorties and a normal tall pair of socks. So Martina, you nailed it. You nailed it. This is just so perfect. Okay, so then last yarny thing, which I tried to fix the hank and I don't know how to twist hanks, so it made it worse, I think. But it's this beautiful, 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 beautiful organic cotton by Lanes du Nord. 100% organic cotton. Oh, it's so beautiful. Color is 02, and it's this gray pink, which is it's one of my all-time favorite pinks. Favorite colors, even. So, with this is so special. I'm pretty sure my mom wanted to steal this from me when she opened my package. This, I'm not sure. I might make it a ripple bralette. I might try to make it into a t-shirt if I have enough. I might try to make it into an Oslo beanie for myself. I don't know, the possibilities are endless. It's just so, this color screams me. And you wanna know why that is? I think it's because when I was a kid, my blankie was pink, but then through love and time, it sort of turned this exact shade of pink. So every time I see it, I think it subconsciously just gives me this like really warm and cozy feeling. So again, Martina, you nailed it. Then the last thing, I can't even, I'm blown away. She sent me, how do I show these? Oh, well. She sent me these beautiful handmade by her earrings. She does the most beautiful woodworking. She makes, which I'm sure everybody knows because, hello, but the buttons that she makes are out of this world stunning. And these are made from the same wood, I'm pretty sure. And they're just, is that gonna focus at all? I'm not sure. They're beyond stunning. And then, that's not all. And then, which I think I might share one of these with, oh, there's 3. I might share one of these with my mom because she thought they were so cute. Let me try to get, she sent me these little spoons. How cute is that? She sent me 3 little spoon stitch markers that she also makes. She's so talented. So I'm speechless at the beautiful, 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 perfect things that she sent me. She they scream me, I feel like, which is so special. And I'm so excited to try some Italian yarn and just like play around and have fun with new yarn that I don't typically have access to here, and my beautiful handcrafted stitch markers and earrings. And it was like Christmas opening the package. It was so exciting. So thank you again, Martina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that with me. It was such a pleasure, the entire experience. So thank you. And with that is all I have to talk about today. Thank you all for joining me. If you feel so inclined, please let me know what you're working on. I love to look up on Ravelry what you're working on and get new ideas, and it's just been such a pleasure. So thank you all. I hope you found a little bit of inspiration, or maybe a little bit of humor, or I don't know. I hope you just enjoyed 40 minutes of knitty chat, because I know I do. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for coming, and I will see you when I have more to talk about. Bye.